Tonight on Minecraft Mob Battles, the series rebooted, the Wither Skeletons, the Bony Swordsmen, return once again for the final episode of their batch on Llano. Whilst they'll be facing off against the previous strongest in the series, that's being the Teleportation Masters, the Endermen, on Ecru. And since this episode is power-based this time, the Wither Skeletons will instead be fighting in single formation numbers and not double numbers, since the Wither Skeletons and Endermen have similar power to each other. That's right. Anyways, who do you think, the Bony Swordsmen or the Teleportation Masters, will win this episode today on the Wither Skeletons' final episode of the batch? Stay tuned to find out, as this is Minecraft Mob Battles, the series rebooted. Good evening to all of you monsters in the crowd today here at the Monster Battle Arena, and welcome to our first episode for this half term of Minecraft Mob Battles, the series rebooted. Yes, I'm your host Herobrine and your co-host OSP Blob. And yes, you may have heard that on half terms we can actually do episodes on any day we want, and this is actually one of them. We're doing a Tuesday episode for today. So yes, and then there'll also be 2 more episodes for this half term, one on Friday and then one on Monday, so this will also be the first time you'll see an episode being released on Monday as well, so yes. Anyways, we've also invented a brand new rule for the series signed for this episode, which is team scoring. You might have heard of team scoring on a post on OSP's YouTube channel. And what exactly is team scoring, you may ask? Well, it's basically just when a team just gets, like, different points. Yeah, it's separate from the battle score, basically. So basically, a team just gets points whenever they do, like, an ability, or basically simply, like, kill any mob from their opposing team, basically. So yes. So you will be seeing a few team scoring during the editing phase of this episode. Yes, I know, I'm doing behind the scenes work here, but yes, I know. So basically, we're not doing it in the actual episode itself because it might be too hard. So this means you'll see it in the actual editing of this episode whenever the episode comes out on OSP's YouTube channel. So yes. Anyways, enough chitter-chatter, let's go. So this episode today is Season 1, Episode 23, and it's going to be Wither Skeleton versus Enderman. So yes. So this will be the final episode in the Wither Skeletons batch of episodes, and since the Wither Skeletons and Endermen have similar power to each other, the Wither Skeletons are instead fighting the Endermen in single numbers and not double numbers. So this will be a little bit different from the other Enderman episodes from this series, so yes. Thank you for that, OSP Blob, and all of that announcement. Anyways, time to start off with round 1. On Llano, we have 1 Wither Skeleton to 20 health points, that is 20 health points total, and yes, like OSP Blob said, they're fighting in single numbers this time because they have similar power to each other. Thanks for that, and they are going up against, on the Ecru, of course, we have 1 Enderman with 40 health points, that is 40 total. Okay, so now it's time to begin our first battle of this half turn. In 3, 2, 1, fight. And yes, like I said, the Enderman always go in the middle when the battle starts on the episode. Looks like we have a pretty good Wither Skeleton there. Oh, there we go. Oh, that was close. Will this be a tie, though? Because sometimes there'll be a tie. Because the Enderman will get Wither effect. Oh, and it is! Okay. So yeah, it looks like the Wither Skeleton took enough hits of the Enderman to actually get that be killed as well. So, this means it is a tie. It is 1-1 for both the Llano Wither Skeletons and the Ecru Endermen, so yes. And this will allow them to get team scoring for basically both as well, so yes. And also a tie for, like, multiple points for the same teams, basically, so yes. Anyways, stuff that, it's time to begin our second round now. Here is round 2. Okay, so moving on now to round 2. On Llano, we have 2 Wither Skeletons of 20 points each, that's 40 points total. And also, just to clarify for the team scoring, whenever a Wither Skeleton is killed by an Enderman, in case, in this episode, it is 200 points for the team score for Ecru, so yes. And of course, they'll be fighting off against. On the Ecru, we have 2 Endermen with 40 health points. 40 health points each, right? That's 80 health points total. And yes, like OSP Blob said, the Endermen are worth 400 points when they are killed by the Wither Skeletons. So yeah, this means the Wither Skeletons are bound to get more points than the Endermen here. I am not entirely sure yet, though. Okay, so now it's time for our second round of the episode. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Right. Here we go. Let's see if this will be another tie. That was funny. Because I know sometimes these two will get ties. Oh, that's one down. Oh, nice. Okay, we'll just wait for the Enderman here. They're getting hurt from the Wither effect. Well, one of them did. One of them is down. Oh no, it looks like they both survived this time, so that is a win for Ecru, flawlessly actually. 1-2 now for the Ecru Enderman, so yes. And obviously if they win a round, that's a bonus 1,000 points, so yes. Anyways, moving on to our third round, here is round 3. Okay, so moving on to round 3 now. On Llano, we have 3 rivers costing to 20 points each, about 60 points total. And then they're going to go against, on the Ecru, we have 3 Endermen with 40 points each, that's 120 total. Alright, so this is probably going to be our last thing about team scoring for now. So basically, whenever multiple mobs die in a row, that is like a multiplier basically for the opposing team that kills them. And also, I think OSP Blob, mentioned the round bonus wrong, because they actually come in streaks, and it starts at 500 points and then builds up by 500 whenever a team wins multiple times in a row basically, so yeah. So, what you saw around round 2, the Enderman got a 510 bonus for winning the round, plus a few extra points for their mobs standing, because that's what happens too. Anyways, not bad time to begin round 3 now, in 3, 2, 1, and fight. Okay, let's see what will happen this time. Did they get 3 here? 1, 200 points. And yes, hits don't count actually. Oh, 400. Okay. So they didn't get any streaks there, but Wither Skeletons did get 400 points for killing an Enderman though. That one's getting withered, let's see. Okay, so that's another win for the Enderman here, so that is now 1,000 points as their bonus, plus an extra 800 points because there's 2 Endermen standing here. So that's 1,800 points for the round clear. So 1-3 for the Ecru Enderman now. Anyways, it's now time for, it's the second to last round of the first half, that's it. Here's round 4. Okay, so it's our second to last round of the first half. Here's round 4. On Llano, we have 4 of the skeletons with 20 points each, that's 80 health points total. And then we are going to go against, on Ecru, we have 4 Endermen with 40 health points each, so that's 160 health points total. Alright, so let's see if the Enderman will continue on this streak and get a 1,500 point bonus here. We'll have to find out in 3, 2, 1. Right, at the center, watch out. Let's see. Oh, it's a double kill. That's another one, actually. That's funny. Wow. Still no streaks yet, I don't know. I'm not sure if the first 2 kills were a streak, but yeah. Okay, these 2. Oh, one's down. We only have 1, so that's 400 points for the bonus, but they still won at least, so they got an extra 1,500 points here. 1-4 now for Ecru Enderman, so they're on a streak so far. Maybe because it's the earlier rounds anyway. We'll have to find out though for obviously, they got a 1,900 point bonus. Was it? Yeah, 1,900 point bonus at the end. Anyways, that is time for our final round of the first half. Here's round 5. Okay, so it's now time for our final round of the first half. Here's round 5. On there, we have 5 of us customers with 20 points each. That is 100 health points total. And then they're going to go against, on Ecru, we have 5 Endermen with 40 health points each. So that's 200 health points total. Okay, so let's see if the Enderman will continue on their streak for the early rounds. Let's find out in 3, 2, 1. Right. They haven't actually gone any kill streaks so far for the real quick, I think. 1. Oh, there we go. There's a streak. That's 3 actually. I don't know. There goes another one. Oh, this is going to be a good one. That's 2,000 points in the books right there, but 4 Endermen survived, I think. Yeah, so 1,600 plus 2,000, so that's a 3,600 point bonus for the Enderman. Wow, not bad. Man, those skeletons are definitely losing it on these early rounds. Anyways, it is now 1-5 for the Ecru Enderman. Anyways, now time for the start of the second half. Here is round 6. Okay, so it's the start of our second half now, round 6. On Llano, we have 6 of our skeletons with 20 health points each side of that. That was 120 health points total. And then we're going up against, on Ecru, yes, we have 6 Endermen with 40 health points each, so that's 240 health points total. Okay, so it's now time to begin our second half of the episode. Here we go. It's 3, 2, 1. Right, let's go. Let's see if the Enderman will win this time. Oh, there goes one already. They're getting confused a little bit, actually, so that might be a bonus. Against some Endermen already. Not bad. For the Wood Skeletons, that is. They got 2 kills, I think. Also, yeah, so basically, for their withering abilities, after they've all died, if an Enderman is still withered and dies, that'll be bonus points for Llano, actually, so yeah. So, in this case, actually, I think one of them died from wither effects, so they did get a bonus of, I think, 800 points if I remembered. And that is 1200 plus the current streak, which is 2500, so that's 3700 for the Enderman right there. So it's 1 to 6 now for the Ecru Enderman. Anyways, now time for our fourth last round. It was round 7. Okay, so now it's time for our fourth last round in round 7. On Llano, we have 7 wither skeletons and 20 ones. Each has 140 health points total. I thought we had a regular skeleton in there, but luckily not. And then they're going to go against, on Ecru, we have 7 Endermen with 40 health points each, so that's 280 health points total. Let's see if they continue on their streak this time. Okay, so yes, thank you, OSP Blob. Let's find out, shall we? In 3, 2, 1, and fight. We're going for the multiple section right there. Watch out. We'll really streak it. Oh, these ones are actually doing good. There's a streak right there. Oh, yes! Boom, there we go. So the Enderman streak has now been lost, and Llano has won, finally. So that's a 500 point bonus for them, plus an extra 400, so they got 900 points right there. For the Enderman, though, they got 250, because, yeah, when the mob team loses, it still gets bonus points, which is half of what the amount of points the opposing team wins on. So that's 2 to 6 for the Llano Wither Skeletons now. First win, well, separate from the tie from Llano. Anyways, it's now time for our third to last round. Here is round 8. Okay, so it's now time for our third to last round in round 8. On Llano, as usual, with 8 wither skeletons, 20 points each, that's 160 health points total. Hope they can win again. Okay, so yes, and they're going up against, on Ecru, we have 8 Endermen with 40 health points each, that's 320 health points total. Okay, so yeah, let's see if Llano will get that second one in a row and get that 1000 point bonus. Let's find out in 3, 2, 1. Alright, let's go. Ready. Alright, so it looks like this is not going to be good. Yeah, I think they got like a 5 streak right there, jeez. Let's see if any die here. This will be bonus points. Oh, there goes one. So yes, the Endermen have continued on their streak again, actually. So that is 2,000 points plus the extra 500. So they got 2,500 points at the end of the round. So that is now 2 to 7 for the Ecru Endermen. So yes, the Endermen are probably going to win this episode anyway, since obviously the Llano Wither Skeletons are just like 2 at the moment, including that one-off win from the previous round. Anyways, that is time for our second to last round now. Here is round 9. Okay, so it's now time for our second to last round of round 9. On Llano, we have 9 wither skeletons and 20 points each, that's 180 health points total. And then they're going to go up against, on Ecru, still with that streak in the moment, of course. Well, not really. We have 9 Endermen with 40 health points each, that's 360 health points total. Okay, so it's now time to begin our second to last episode of the show. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. And fight. That's like second to last episode. I mean, second to last battle of the show. So okay. They are having a streak at the moment, so that's good. Oh, some are down already. Okay. They might have gone a streak themselves for Llano. Wow. So I see like, oh no, I think only one died right there. Okay. So that is a total of, yeah, 3,200. That's it. Yeah, because 8 Endermen survived. I see. Yeah. So 3,200 plus the 1,000, so that's 4,200. I think that's our biggest bonus so far, actually. So yeah, thanks to the amount of Endermen left. So that is now 2 to 8 for the Ecru Enderman. Fitting, because there's 8 Endermen left. Anyways, it's now time for our final round of the episode. Here's, of course, round 10. Okay, so it's now time for our final round of the episode. Here is round 10. On Llano, we have 10 wither skeletons and 20 points each. That is 200 health points total, as usual. And then they're going to go against, on Ecru, we have 10 Endermen with 40 health points each. That is 400 health points total. Okay, so it's now time for our final round of the show. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Right, let's go. Ultimate 3. Oh, wow. That was a good one. We got a 4 in a row. With 1 Enderman down right there for the wither skeletons. And yes, this will probably make it the biggest win now. We have 9 survivors. So that is 3,600 plus the, what is it? Yeah, 1,500. So that is 5,100 points right there. Not bad. And this also means it is now 2 to 9, which means the Endermen have won this episode, of course. Just shy of a perfect win, though, because the wither skeletons managed to take that point right there for, what was it? Yeah, round 7, I think it was, yeah. So yes, the Endermen have officially won their episode. Even though they are slightly weaker than the Wither Skeletons, they still pack up more damage than them, actually. I guess that's why they continued on winning right there. Except for in round 7, because the Wither Skeletons managed to become stronger against them. Anyways, yes, this means also the Endermen have already won on their team scoring too, because obviously it's basically like a tie-in with the battle score anyways, so yeah, it's basically like the same, basically. Anyways, that is it from this episode of Minecraft Mob Hours Series Rebooted, and catch us again, yes, next Friday. Well, no, not next Friday, I meant catch us again this Friday, right here on the CBBC channel, as well as at night, of course, and then OSP Network and the OSP YouTube channel as well, where this time the zombies are back on Llano, since we have a new mob coming for Ecru, so yes, since the Skeletons match is now officially over now, so yes. Anyways, you have to find out who the new mob is on Friday. Anyways, that's basically it from this episode of TV Saw, and from me, your co-host OSP Blob, and your host Herobrine. Thank you for watching, and once again, we'll see you again next time, here on Minecraft Mob Battles, the series rebooted.